Hey boys and girls, time for a little project in TinkerCAD again. We are going to take some of the skills that we've already used here and we are going to make a little ring that I'll 3D print for you and mail for you. They may not be the most stylish rings, but I thought it'd be kind of cool to be able to create something still even though you guys are stuck at home. I'm stuck in this silly room in my basement and that's why it's looking so dark right now. So I'm going to switch off of me and onto my computer screen. And we will go to PowerSchool Learning. This will be the page that appears that hopefully you were able to get to this YouTube tutorial right here. You'll be making a ring, and from that you will want to go to Ring Blank's file link, and when you click on that it will actually open my file. Alright, and from there you will see this is the ring, this is the part that goes on your hand. It will click into this object right here. I'm going to go to Tinker This. This is how you will make a copy for yourself. If you're not signed into TinkerCAD when you go click on that file, you'll have to go back. You'll have to do this nickname, if you remember, and go to the Tinker class link, sign in, and then come back here. Click on the Ring Blank file, and it'll be here. At this point, I'm going to go with Tinker This. It's going to make a new one for me. And you can see it right there. So I've already created it for you guys. Pretty simple. On the bottom of it are some slots right there where these prongs will go in to actually assemble it as a ring. So what you're going to want to do is design something that goes on top. So the first thing that I would do is select work plane and drag that work plane out so you're on this top surface of the ring. You don't want to be on any of these other things over here or on the side of it or any silliness like that. You just want to be on the top. Then that means when you are drawing, you'll be drawing on the top surface of it right there. That's how that's going to work out for you. I will quickly show you how I do a simple one. I'm going to do text, and you can see my text is extremely large right now. I am going to type in some new things to change the height. So I'm going to go to a 2, and you can see now that it's much thinner. Maybe even a 1 will present itself with a better result when we print this out on the 3D printer. So I'm going to go 1. I'm going to use this little arrow right here to shrink it out of the way so I can see what I'm doing, and I'm going to just kind of like bring this stuff all down to size, and I'm just going to pull it over there. So I can make a ring that says text. I could also choose this and change the size of it some more. I can go back to this arrow right here. I can change my font. There are a few fonts that you can use. I like the sans. Sans means without. And that means it doesn't have those little frilly ends on it, on the ends of it, so it makes it a nice cool block letter like this. And then you can type in whatever you want. So I'm just going to do Mr. H. And you can do some things with this, the bevel, and that it may not turn out being as small as this is, the way you necessarily want it to. Other things you can do are some shapes. You could maybe say, hey, I really want to have a heart on it. You can bring that heart size down, and you can change the thickness here of how you want that. You could type in, so if you want something really small, 0.0625, you may want to make note of that. That is a 1/16 of an inch. That's going to put you at about the same height as when we did those text right there. So I've got myself a little heart here. Mr. H loves. And I'm going to do a scribble. And it looks like nothing right now. I'm just going to go ahead and click on it, and I can scribble something here. And when I go back and say I'm done, on the bottom right corner, you can see my scribble has appeared. It's very, very large. I'm going to just bring it way down here. I'm going to bring it over and then roll my mouse button a little bit to zoom in here. You can use these as well, the plus sign on the left side of the screen. I'm going to bring this down, and I'm going to type in that 0.0625 for a 1/16 of an inch. Press enter. And there's my little scribble Maybe you want to do something fancier than that. If you don't like where it places it, remember you can change the snap grid over here to something smaller, like a 64th. And you can slide it around with the arrows of the keyboard where you might want it to go. Okay, at this point, you have your file, and if it's left like this, I can take it and I can print it. If you want to send me an email saying, hey, mine is done, that might make it a little bit easier for me to know that it's ready to go in case you're editing in the middle and you want to change it and come back later. Maybe say, hey, I'm not so sure about the heart. Maybe I want to put in a different shape later. Please don't print it yet, Mr. Hawkers. I won't until I receive some kind of a message saying that it's done and ready to go, or I will send you a message asking, is it ready to go? And if you give me the thumbs up and say yes, then it will get printed. And I'll try to use an address from the PowerSchool Learning thing to get some labels made and try to mail them out to you guys after we have them. This object will fit at least my pinky finger, so most people's ring fingers and so on, this should fit on. It's nothing stylish, but I think it's kind of cool, and we'll try it out. And if you have questions, email me, and we'll make this our project for the week, due April 26th, this file right here. At this point, it should be saved in your thing, so you don't have to do anything special to it, and I will be able to see them. Adios. I gotta figure out how to make this thing stop.